Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD, and it's time for game number 2 between Socke and Idra. So far, Idra losing the first game, unexpectedly losing to Socke. Socke showing some really good Protoss play, though. First with the Stargate harass, doing some really good damage against Idra, constantly harassing Idra's mineral lines at all 3 bases, eventually moving out with that big Stalker army and being able to take out that expansion towards the 6 o'clock. I think was what did Idra in, and Idra throwing up the white flag in game number 1. And here we are in game number 2. And it looks like Idra has decided to play on Shattered Temple. I like the pick. This is a great Zerg map as usual. It's a very wide open map. This is, I don't know what Socke is saying. Is this with close spawn? I'm not exactly sure what that means. But, yeah. Idra has a mountain to climb now, being down 1 game. Idra is saying, no, this is the MLG one. So apparently there's an MLG version of Shattered Temple as well as a standard version of Shattered Temple. Yes, I do believe that is the case. One of them having close spawn, which is the Shattered Temple version, and the MLG one fixing that a little bit. But regardless, this is still a very good Zerg map. Idra here, I would believe was going to go for 14 hatch. I honestly don't see him deviating from his playstyle unless he feels like Socke is going to go for some kind of 2-gate aggression, which I don't think is going to be the case. Socke throwing up his warp gate or his gateway here. Idra also scouting out early on. We'll see the Zerg and we'll see that gateway, and it looks like Idra will be throwing up a spawning pool rather than throwing up a hatchery. A little interesting right there. He will actually be getting early Zerglings to defend in the first couple moments, and then he will be getting his hatchery out presumably, as 2 drones now pulling off the mineral line, 1 to deflect the probe and 1 to build a hatchery. And should the probe deflection fail, hey, you can still pull a drone to go do some scouting if you so please. Looks like Idra will be able to get the hatchery. Oh no, he almost got the hatchery up, and Socke coming in there to deflect the hatchery, and finally the hatchery going up. Nice play. Idra gets that up. That's huge. Any second you lose on this hatchery that goes up has exponential effects in the mid game, because obviously if you don't get that hatchery up and you wait about 10 seconds, then that's 10 seconds that a drone or a queen could have been out earlier, which means 10 seconds earlier that spawn larva, more drones, and so on and so forth. It really has huge detrimental effects, and getting that hatchery up very vital for Idra. He will get the hatchery. Socke now getting a second assimilator. So we are actually going to see a gas-heavy build out of Socke, and it would not surprise me, guys, to see a Stargate opening here, because Socke has such a close spawn to Idra by air, and obviously Void Rays and Phoenix is working so well in the last game. Hey, don't fix what isn't broke. Try it again. Idra may not be prepared for Void Rays and Phoenixes should they come. The Cybernetics core now has just completed, but Socke does not have enough gas to get the Stargate down. He will need about 20 more. And presumably he is going for the Stargate. I don't see what else he's saving his money for. Idra will see the second assimilator. He does see the probes kind of mining it, so he should know that there is some fishy high-level gas-intensive technology coming out of Socke right now. But at the same time, he's kind of scrambling right now to defend against his Zealot. He only has 2 Zerglings, 4 more on the way. This is nice right here by Socke, applying a little bit of aggression with his early forces to buy time for his real technology to come out. It looks like the Zealot will not be surrounded. Great micro right here by Socke, pulling it back. He may actually just save that Zealot. No, it actually goes down by the last Zergling. 6 Zerglings to kill off a Zealot. Not the best, not the best way, not the best trade. But, wow, look at this. Socke not going for Stargate. He's actually throwing down 2 more gateways, and he's making warp gate technology right now, so we may actually see some kind of a 4-gate from Socke, as Idra's still making Zerglings to defend against this. He now is just getting speed on the way as he realizes, wow, this is a lot of Stalkers, a lot of Zealots. I may need speed to defend against this, and that's a good thought process from Idra, but he should really stop chasing these Stalkers, because now you just don't have the critical mass of Zerglings you need to pick off a Stalker, in my opinion. Idra should probably pull these Zerglings back. He may actually be able to kill one of these Stalkers off. He wants it so badly, but he will have to turn away as the sentry on the top provides additional firepower. And here's the question right now. Is Idra, does he realize that it is a ton of warp gates being produced? No, he does not. But thankfully it's just 3, so maybe there's a Nexus. Yes, there is a Nexus coming up. Socke going for a 3-gate into Nexus. So I was a little bit thrown off right there with the 2 gas, assuming that would be some kind of Stargate opening, but in fact it was just early gas so Socke could get a ton of sentries out. Very standard play. I guess I kind of jumped in my pants when I realized, you know, these players have spawned close by air. Why not go for Stargate? Because he did it last game, but no, Socke is going to go super standard this game. Going to go for the early gas to get a ton of sentries out to defend with the 3-gate into Nexus. And then we may actually see a 6-gate aggression from Socke. That's a very standard transition from the 3-gate Nexus. Throw up 3 more warp gates and then just go high aggression. But no, not the case here, as Socke has thrown up a Stargate. So we're actually, man, these guys are just throwing me off left and right. But I think Socke is going to go for some air here. He's going to get a Phoenix out of the first Stargate, and Idra does not have Spore Colonies up. He does have Queens, so he has 1 at each base, so I think he should be able to defend against Phoenix quite easily. It looks like Zerglings have now decided to pick off the rocks here at the Gold Expansion, and Socke is just chilling right now, guys. He's you know, he's got all these sentries. He doesn't need to move out. He could just bide his time, build up a nice Protoss ball, and eventually push out and try to end the game. That's what Protoss players typically like to do. And Zerg players also kind of don't want to let that happen. They want to either build up a larger economy, more forces, or keep trading armies with the Protoss player, which is kind of what StarCraft 2 has been evolving towards more and more in Zerg versus Protoss. Zerg armies now more likely to trade with the Protoss rather than allow the Protoss to build up to that maximum ball, because it's just so hard to deal with in the late game. So we'll see what happens. Socke here has actually gotten a lot of Phoenix out. My goodness, he's using all of his Chrono Boost, guys, on Phoenix, and he's got 3 Phoenix out already. He may be waiting for a Void Ray after this 4th Phoenix. It would not surprise me to see a Void Ray be constructed out of the Stargate. No Void Ray. So Socke here is going to move out with 4 Phoenix. Now has been revealed to Idra as that 1 Phoenix decided to take a pot shot at the Overlord. And now Idra realizing, okay, I need an Evo Chamber, and I need anti-air, and I need it now. He's building the Evo Chamber up, but oh my god, is 4 Phoenix actually going to be the end of Idra? Idra needs anti-air right now, and he doesn't have anything. He's actually realized, oh my god, I need to do something to divert the Phoenix, distract the Phoenix. So he's bringing all of his roaches and his Zerglings to the Protoss front door, but his drone line is just getting pummeled by the Phoenix, and he's lost so many drones. He's now even with Socke, and that is not good. Idra now going to try to bust down the front door to provide some kind of a distraction, but no, Socke, with all these sentries, going to lay down the force field. That is some serious ownage, and luckily for Idra, he has Burrow. Socke here thinking, oh crap, the Roaches might have Burrow movement as well, so he brings all his forces to the ramp. But man, Idra is just getting destroyed right now. All of his Overlords getting picked apart. Roaches unburrowing as they have regenerated the majority of their HP, and now Socke realizes, okay, these Roaches do not have movement speed researched yet, but nonetheless, I'm going to wait for my Observer. Oh, there we go. Movement speed has now been researched, if it was not researched before. So Idra is actually trying to do what he can right now to try to win this game, but it is not going to be enough. Oh, Socke is going to win. Idra GG's as he was retreating his Roaches out, and Socke wins this game. Brilliant play by Socke, and he is actually going to win against Idra 2-0 and advance forward in the HD World Tournament. What an amazing turn of events. I am completely shocked and surprised right now at what has transpired here. Socke, really, the whole time I was thinking he's going to do something crazy. He's going to bring some kind of early Stargate. He's going to do something. But he just played standard. He just went 3-gate Nexus, ton of sentries. Presumably he added on, a Stargate as well. And he just did some good air harass, and that's what did Idra in once again. So, hey, want to know the secret to beating Idra? Make some Phoenix. So, yeah, that's going to be GG for Idra versus Socke in the round of 16 of the HD World Tournament. I believe there are 2 more games remaining in the round of 16, possibly 3. We're going to go ahead and get those out of the way really soon, guys, and we're going to move on to the round of 8. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. This is HD, signing out.